goodness, hi you guys. Hope this microphone is working. I'm using a new microphone. I'm really excited about this video. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the family, and if you're an old subscriber, thanks for coming back. My name is V and I am the owner of this channel, and I'm so excited to be here. Like, it is 2024. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Like, how is your new year going? I am so like, I can't believe we're now in 2024. This feels crazy. 2023 went by so fast, so I think it's only right before we just get back into posting regular scheduled content. I'm just so excited to be here. I feel lucky, I feel blessed, I feel inspired, I feel just like I was sitting there thinking, wow, this community of people are just choosing to spend their time with me, and I'll never take that for granted. I will never take that for granted. So I thought, what better way to kick start the new year by reviewing 2023. So I have my laptop right here. 2024 is the year of more, year of putting yourself out there. It's the year of trying and not giving up and being persistent. 2023 was probably one of the best years of my life, but I say that every single year, and I feel like that's how life should be, that every single year it's just elevating and getting better. You're getting better at putting systems in place. You're getting better at like seeing what you want and going after it. But I wanted to let you guys know that my sister and I have launched the Empowerment Brunch, which is like a new business venture that her and I have launched, because people always ask me if I can like be their empowerment coach. And we're not talking academically here. Academically, I have my own charity that I run, which it has free resources and everything that you need for academics and access into education for underrepresented groups. This is something totally different. It's called the Empowerment Brunch, and it's all about leveling up, getting your careers, getting those goals, hitting those dream lists, and leveling up and all that jazz. And obviously, I'm like a full-time student and stuff, and I couldn't do it without making it something that would be like a job. So we made it into something, a job, very affordable. But we're running our first event on Sunday, the 7th of January at 5 p.m. If you want to come, the tickets are £26.50. You can literally click the link in the bio, come to the live webinar with my sister and I, just for a few hours, like 2 hours on Sunday at 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. No, it's like till 7:30 p.m. and we'll do a live Q&A. I'll teach you the steps on how to set your goals so that you can actually smash them. So I'll walk you through the process of how I do this. So yeah, come along, be with us, and then eventually at the end of the month, or maybe beginning of February, we're gonna launch an empowerment course where I can be your coach and I'll actually take you through the year. And it's something that obviously you pay for, but then you've got this like unlimited access for the rest of your life to like WhatsApp group chat, a private group chat with me and other people who are in this empowerment circle. Then we'll have events that we go to. Then we'll have regular Sunday calls and all this stuff just to keep you accountable, keep you to it, and like I can be your actual one-to-one coach. You know what I mean? I wanted to do, and I've always wanted to be an empowerment coach, but I was scared. I was like, oh my god, I can't do that. Like, I'm not supposed to do like businessy type of stuff. But I'm like, girl, why not? You can do both. You can be both charitable and a businesswoman. So here I am living one of my dreams. Okay, so that's that on the Empowerment Brunch. Check it out down below. Sunday, 5 p.m. GMT UK time on the 7th of January. Be there or be square, and let's get this empowerment goal setting going. Okay, so here we go. Reviewing the 10 goals. So as a reminder, the goals that we had for 2023, my major goals were PhD program, get funding for it, either in Claremont or in New York, become a board member for a charity or a foundation, launch the Empowerment Brunch with my sister, which is like our business, run a 5-kilometer for charity, travel to 10 new countries, turn Empowered by V into a charity because we're an Instagram page, become healthier and more active, commit to fitness, start empowerment coaching after September, after you've begun school, and try to take 5 clients a month, create merch line, launch either a bottle, hoodie, tote bag, to-do list, and then launch your own blog post, because you should have ownership over like the things that you're doing. So those were the 10 things. Now let's review if I managed to do them. So number 1 was to get full funding for a PhD program at either Claremont or New York University, and we did that. Yeah, I got full tuition funding for my degree, and I'm now an Iman scholar, and my mentor Dr. Tori in Cali is funding my tuition, so I don't have to. I pay my own rent for my like housing, but she covers my tuition fees, which are like, they are so expensive. School then fund a little bit because they give you like a partial scholarship, and then Dr. Tori funds the rest. So it is not a joke. I owe my life to that woman. She is saving me so much money, and she's amazing. Then number 2 was to become a board member for a charity or foundation, and we did that. I think that happened in like February of 2023 when I became a advisory board member for Lady Gaga's Born This Way Foundation, and I've been doing that for the past year. It was meant to be just 1 year, but they've asked us to stay on. They've asked for 1 more year because we've been doing such a good job. So that is like so cool. Launched the empowerment brunch with my sister. We did that in March 2023. We hosted our, well, we launched, came to life, opened the Instagram, had our first brunch event, which was a sold out event, had Davina McCall came and spoke at the event, and we were new with like 100 followers on Instagram, and she was like, yeah, I'm coming, and I was like, wow. Then we had our audience wearing like nudes, like neutral colors. We had the best time. We had a sing-along session. I had my wonderful friend Steph Ellswood co-host it with me. Like, it was one of the most magical days, and it was for International Women's Day in support of a charity called Girl Up India, and we were able to collaborate with them, and then proceeds from the ticket sales went towards that, and it was in support of other women. So it was just like a nice full circle moment, such a wholesome event, and to be able to watch our business be able to contribute such an important cause of period poverty in India, it was just beautiful. So March 2023 we hit that goal of launching the business of my sister, and then I had a goal of running 5 kilometers for charity, and we did that in April, or was it March 2023. I ran for Girl Up India, so as well as supporting the event, supporting the charity through my event, I also then did a charity run where I got so many of my friends and family to come out to London, run 5 kilometers, which it sounds like nothing for some people, but I'm not a runner. This is like not my thing at all, but we did it, and we had these beautiful girls supporting girls t-shirts. It was really, really awesome to see the community come out, and everyone who ran also donated, and then people on the internet were donating for us running, so we raised even more money for Girl Up India, which was a dream come true. The next goal was to travel to 10 new countries. I definitely did that. Work had me all over the place. Some of my favorite places that I went to this year were Canada. I'd never been there before. That was really cool to be in Vancouver and be like, whoa, this is Canada. I've heard so much about Canada, and I was finally there. And then I went to Doha in Qatar, which was so cool. Then I went to India, of course, to go and meet up with Girl Up India to do the rest of this campaign. Rwanda, Ghana was really cool. Went to Germany, went to Paris, to France for UNESCO, which was so cool. New York, obviously USA, I'm there. I mean, I moved to California, so not countries, but you know, 2 states. And then the last one that I would say was top of my mind was Switzerland. I also went to Switzerland for UN stuff, which was so cool. Goal number 6 was to turn Empowered by V into a charity, which is my non-profit organization and has been functioning for the past 3-4 years as a non-profit organization. Money was being invested in it by me, like personally from my own pocket. I'll be running these events for the students. I mean, I feel sorry for my students because they got like low quality experience because I was paying for it and I couldn't afford to do too much. I would pay for like 300 students for certain things. I would have to like get goodie bags together. Sometimes I would even gift them things from my room, like notepads and notebooks and things, because I couldn't afford to buy it for everybody, but I wanted to still give them the experience of coming to my conference and having stuff, you know, for their academic journey. But now I was like, okay, this is not sustainable. It cannot run this way. I need to actually turn this into a full-blown charity in order of being able to apply for grants and funding and to be able to give my students what they deserve. So yeah, that's what's happened. I spent all of 2023 trying to turn this into a charity. It cost me £3,000 to pay for the solicitor to actually turn Empowered by V into a charity underneath like the Charity Commission in the UK, to get all the legalities, to have like a board, to have like a governance in place, all that stuff, to make sure that if we do start taking in funding and grants and stuff, we're actually using it responsibly. So I am now an official director of this charity, and it took us at least like, I'd say 8 months with our solicitor going back and forth. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, like writing the charity declarations and all that stuff. Like, it wasn't easy, but it was worth every single second of it, because I want to give out academic scholarships, I want to give out bursaries. I need money for my students. Like, I don't want to just say to someone, I believe in you. I want to say, I believe in you, I know that you're coming from a situation that isn't the greatest and that finances has been the barrier. Here's the money that you need. Like, there's no point saying to young people, we believe in you, if you can't like back that. And education is so important to me that I will do anything for it. So yeah, that 8 months was probably the most rewarding but the hardest 8 months ever, because it was back and forth. It was, the Charity Commission don't play. Like, they want to look into you to make sure that you're ethical, that you're operating for the real reason that you say you are. So they had to do an inside audit of us, so thorough and so deep, and our solicitor was amazing. So anyway, you don't need to know all of that, so boring, but all I can say is that goal was achieved, and that's probably one of the biggest goals that I could cry thinking about it. It's so weird, because I'm just like, I can't believe that an idea that I had in my bedroom at university, just because I was so frustrated and angry, has turned into something that's a movement, and now it has got this like recognition from the UK Charity Board, which is not a joke. They don't play about charities that can become charities and stuff. And I want to be able to work on a global scale as well. Like, I want to also be able to give out scholarships in Zimbabwe, in India, like all the work that we've been doing, and doing it like in a funny way. Like, now I want to do it properly, officially, and have this stuff running for generations to come. So safe to say, we did it. Next goal, so goal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goal number 7 was to become healthier and more active. Do you see my jawline? Girl, do you see my jawline right now? I took that goal serious, okay? Like, I was outside running. I've never done more fitness than I did in that time. And the goal wasn't to like necessarily lose weight. The goal was to just become fitter and stronger. So I didn't necessarily need to like completely change how I eat or completely change my lifestyle. It was just more about discipline. The goal came true. Like, there was no month that went by where I didn't run at least 18 kilometers outside, that I wasn't doing my daily 10,000 steps, that I wasn't like trying to drink more water. Like, I was always doing something. Could have been small, 1%, but each month health was at the forefront of my mind. Goal number 8 was to start empowerment coaching after September and to start taking 5 clients a month. Now, technically, we began the process of planning for this in December, and we're starting to take our clients now in January. So I want to tick it, but I also don't, because it was meant to happen in 2023, but we prolonged the process a bit because we needed more time to launch. So I'm gonna tick it, because everything was ready to go in December, but we thought, let's wait till January so that people feel like new year, new me, rather than it randomly being 2023. So I'm gonna give it to myself. I mean, you might not, but I'm gonna give it to myself. So we're starting to take our clients, our payments process is open, all that stuff. So it's just a matter of clicking go. 8 merch line, that definitely did not happen. Like, I am not ticking that, that would be a lie. And then launch blog post ownership, that would be a lie, that didn't happen either. So we hit 8 out of 10 of my big goals for 2023, which shocks me to say, because that's just like, it's so cool. I'm over the moon with it. I think it worked out exactly how it was supposed to work out, and I did it. Woo! Okay, so 2024 goals, we have 6 goals actually. They're quite simple, quite straightforward, and I want to keep it. 2024 for me is the year of simplification and maintenance. So it's all about maintaining what I've got going on and not trying to create any new ventures, not trying to get any new roles. Like, I'm not really interested in that. I have like 1 year left of being a young leader at the UN, 1 year left of being an advisory board member of Born This Way Foundation, 1 year left as a GPE youth leader. So those 3 are pretty big roles, and I only have a year left of them. So I'd rather focus on doing them, wrapping them up nicely so that, you know, I do a great job, and then next year I can think about taking on another role. But for now, I think my plate is full, and it's really important to know when to say my plate is full. You don't have to say yes to everything, you know. So number 1 on my list of goals is fitness, which is becoming healthier. And you know, when you go to doctors and they're like, by the way, you technically, like, your BMI is technically not right, but you feel fine, but they're like, actually technically on paper, I want to get over that technically, because technically the numbers aren't good. Okay, the numbers not good, but I feel good. I think I look good too, but technically I should be a bit healthier for my height, age and size. It's not right. So I'm gonna work on that. Finance, I want to obviously like make more money than I did last year, because having more helps me to do more. Like, I can support more of my cousins and do all of this stuff. And oh my gosh, I'm putting some of my cousins through school in Zimbabwe right now, paying their tuition fees, and they're doing so well. I've never like felt prouder about something than that, you know. So 2023 was cool to be able to do that. My auntie wouldn't let me for a long time. She was like, no, you're a child, like, you don't need to worry about us, like, just focus on you. And finally she was like, fine, you've grown enough, you can do what you want. So now I'm paying for my cousins. I'm so happy. So that's finance. Then number 3 is school, to focus on my PhD and keep getting good grades and pass. Like, I have taken on this full time, like, a PhD is not a joke, and I think I need to respect that and not try to overwhelm myself or be traveling all the time when I actually have a full-on degree. Like, that's why I moved to Cali. I need to remind myself of that. I think when you're doing school, you can often put it to the side because everything else can come first. Number 4 is EBV, to focus on growing my charity and getting funding for it. The moment we get our first funding for Empowered by Vee in its form as a charity, I'm so sure I'm gonna pass out. I don't even know what I'll do. Like, after working so hard for so long, after investing in it myself, to actually see it receive funding that's not come from me, and it's just on its own accord and its own merit, I think I will pass out. So that's a big focus for me. Number 5, to grow my business with my sister and make it successful. So that's the empowerment brunch, and we already have a game plan in place. We already have our first event lined up for International Women's Day coming up, and my sister will be coming on board full time to help me grow that and just to build it and see what happens, you know. We're just trying it out. Then the last thing is social media, to grow my socials. It's been so organic so far, which has been great. Like, I love when things are just happening naturally, but now I need to like put some time, investment and strategy into it. Like, for example, this microphone, I hope it's working. Like, me getting this microphone just to make sure you guys can hear the sound better, you know what I mean? Like, little things like that. Like, before I've just been like, let me just stick my phone on the windowsill, see what happens, and not even, now I'm like, no, like, let me take my time to edit that video. Let me take my time to make sure the quality of the sound is good. Like, you guys deserve to watch something that has love poured into it. Otherwise, I think I'm so chaotic. I'm just like, record, click, upload, because I just want to share everything with you guys. But I'm not thinking about the quality of what I'm giving you. So I'm going to try and invest time and effort a little bit. I mean, I don't want it to be overproduced, you know, but I want it to definitely feel like I have made an effort for you. With it still not taking too much time that I then don't want to upload. You get the gist. But those are my 6 goals. Just simple 6, nothing crazy, nothing fancy, just keeping it chill. I just want to be a PhD student who happens to be a founder and director of a charity, who happens to be a business owner, and happens to be a social media person who gets to support other young people but do it on the internet and still advocate for education. Like, that is all I wanted to do. So without further ado, that is the end. Those are my goals for 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. I hope you understand it. If you've got any questions, let me know. And please, can you just, for the love of the Lord, put down one goal that you have for the year so I can hype you up, please. Like, there's nothing I get more joy from than snooping in the comments. And I try to reply to every single person. I hope you've noticed that effort. Like, I actually try to make sure that I read every single thing you guys put. Even the negative stuff, I see it. Okay, I see it when you guys are dragging me in the comments. I see it and I still engage with you. So just drop us a comment. Nice, not nice, whatever. I will be there. Well, I mean, I'd rather you be nice, but you know. And you know what? Whenever someone's not nice, before I've even said anything, you guys are like, hey, leave her alone. I'm like, oh, that's so nice. I'm not encouraging it, but I'm just saying, it touches my heart when I'm like, oh, you guys, that negative comment, you see through it and you know me, and you know my character and my truth and my morals. But anyway, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed. I'm so happy to be here. The next video is going to be a day in the life at university. I'm going back to Cali in like a week. I'm in London right now for Christmas with my family. Well, it's no longer Christmas, it's like the 5th of January, but I'm still here just enjoying the family vibes, hence the bedroom. Okay, I'm gonna go. Love you and see you soon. Happy New Year 2024.